The barrel looking of a 1-0 up to Revenant leading out against DSG. I would have called you crazy, but the Revenant side, they are looking really, really fantastic right now. There's so much experience here alongside the new players from Kazakhstan, and I don't know,
I think the casters underestimated this team a little bit, because I do think this was a 50-50 no matter what coming into it.
From Revenant, even in their loss against Impresa, I think that they're an exceptional.
What Gecko nuts do you think will happen? Just make this one or more.
Revenant are actually going to be able to maneuver around this map.
They could go a little bit more over the top,
fashion.
I think, if they wanted to, but I would just
and it would be quite
give it another
right?
op.
You know, we've had limited 3 mappers, and to have another 2-0, but in this way, would be kind of awesome for the storyline, right?
Yeah. Oh, really risky from skills, however. If you're isolated as the only B player right now, you're by yourself.
Yeah, he's acting big, he's doing damage.
As this guy's just have the spike outside of Hookah, are creeping up in towards the showers as well.
Okay, they hear the double TP, they're going to fast send it, but they might not expect 2 people over towards showers. Still got Raise Nade, right? Paradox's Raid Nade is everything here. Oh, he throws it short.
Getting in spooky now, going to try and hard clear here. DOS9 will go 1-for-1 with Grumble. Now Grumble trying to get into the clear, into the position.
No spam back.
Managed to deny the wingman, that's massive. Very nicely.
He killed Wingman and got out of there. For free?
So much to clear,
Oh,
so
what
many angles to
the?
watch. Whilst the team comes in, what was that from Grumble? Nice little collateral headshot with the Sheriff. Now Vera walks on in with Salt and
nice,
still
bro.
alive.
That, I mean, that's a straight up
Be the Salt and the swing
2-for-1.
round as Wayne will send it back, and it's 3 live.
Speaking of 2-for-1s, 2-1 pistols.
But unfortunately, didn't quite get it through.
Yeah, it's one of these things as well where you do have skills trying to bait out a lot of these positions, a lot of eyes over towards Hookah, maybe a little bit of utility as well while buying time for his team to set up for the TP through. But I feel like at that point in time, they just relinquished a lot of this control that they were looking to establish around the
ball games are good? Oh, bro, there's so many, man. There's so many. Depends how experienced you are. Like, Ticket to Ride's kind of easy. It's like a little bit like Monopoly in terms of how easy it is. Then you got others, man. I played like this game called Small World with my mates. That was really fun, man. There's loads of sick ball games, man.
It is mid-walk. Spotted out by Vera, though, already.
Catan, yeah, that's a good one to start with as well.
Brave, trying to take that early control for the rest of the team.
Ticket to Ride's like the most like basic one if you're wanting to get people in. Splendor, that's a banger as well.
Back over towards the B side. Large footsteps actually from SK Rossi with the Dizzy available. Shot immediately. So I do like the respect that is being given here from.
Yeah, my dad loves that stuff. We got loads on.
Just to cut across. You can definitely play with a lot of timings and a lot of sneaky shenanigans with showers controls with this, you know, kind of staple defensive wall.
So rotating back around.
Ball games are a whole different world. You didn't know existed until this year. Dude, I'm telling you, there's some really good ones, man.
Prize, and SK Rossi is going to have a pretty tough time. Obviously, we'll have the Dizzy replenished, has the wingman, but doing it solo.
That is a site exec, man. That's a lot of util. Not getting E-codes and not surviving on site against that. See how much damage they can do. They should be alright here. Like fade, eye into flash at the same time.
Information gathered onto Vera, but they're not really going to be too stressed by that. I think they can just relax, really, because look at the damage. It's always going to be a hard one trying to flood out. You know, Bind is one of those really, really punishing maps with the extremities, right? Going up against those pistols can be a real big challenge. Great shot from DOS9.
I played Citadel. I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I might have. I played a lot, man. Pandemic. I think I played that.
Yeah, when you go into the Poison Cloud, pops at the right timing, that decay will get the better.
Eye shooters, he like did it in the corner, right? So there wasn't actually that many people that could shoot it. He did like here. It will get people close. Yeah.
Someone came to the door and then the dogs went crazy, so I had to...
We've already seen over on the Revenant side, huge impact frags come through from the Kazakh boys.
Just getting deliveries every day now.
How strong they are when it comes to a map like Bind as well.
Nah, it's not delivery. Someone to see girlfriend.
Nice and early on. Okay. Where is DOS9?
But the dogs hate visitors.
What's the timing looking like? What have we already seen on tape by a couple of key pieces of utility in what the strategies are actually going to be?
Nah, I don't think so, Ponders.
So just taking showers.
Life? I don't think I played that.
As much as they can, getting that little bit of additional control. Revenant still not super 100%.
Have you seen DSG's Ascent comp?
Leaving it in rotation through
no, I don't think so. Double duelist, I imagine. What do they go for double duelist there? Does Phoenix Jet?
Individuals actually spreading wings around the map for Disguise, starring up through the sands. You've got Juicy starting to peek a little bit over through showers, but I believe that's already been spotted out by Paradox. So you've got some shifts starting to make
Jet
their way
ISO.
over to the A site.
Jet ISO.
Sides, actually.
Honestly,
Definitely looking like they're going to lean towards.
And they combo it with Killjoy, right? They use the ISO instead of the KO.
Are set up as well as they can be. But now as it goes back, Paradox is going to have to fall back into Lamps. It's getting a little bit scary.
It's got
now.
some potential.
Vera looking to try get his way into
Nice kill, man.
Paradox is going to deny. Wingman will be able to get that plant. Juicy finds another. But again, they're stuck here.
This DOS guy's doing great.
Getting into position. A little bit of a tag onto the member at triple.
Okay, someone's got to frag out heavy here from DSG.
Such an animal with his
Looks like it's got to be Grumble.
And as SK Rossi moves up short with his teammate of skills, it's going to be all.
Okay, they still did pretty good damage though. Again, right, one gun, we got armor. It'd be nice if this guy got off the spike so that
yeah, really good
Brim could actually get the plant here. Get the defuse. Give him ult.
Disguise members that are actually pushing back towards the backer side as well, right? When you go for an overextension like that, you do leave yourselves susceptible for a bit of a flanking play. And it's even more extenuated by the fact that none of these teams are running a Cypher on this map, right?
What a weird ult at the moment. Weird rounds, because we've got 1, 2, 3 people that are one away from orbs. Everyone right now is going to be talking about the orbs.
Of positions around the map, more so than
look at YouTube chat where they called nil the other Weber. Is that what you want me to see? I saw that. That's pretty funny.
So much to think about, and sort of trying to refocus again. You know, playing that double duelist, as you mentioned, playing that kind of individualistic game. It's going to be so tough to avoid some of these players from Revenant.
This time, though, the toxic screen.
Okay, so they go out. We got official. We didn't get anything back from Revenant. So, as much as I thought there was going to be a lot of heavy pressure here, Revenant didn't really do too much to stop that. It's kind of just free orbs here. I want to say they kind of misplayed this. Yeah, I don't like how they played this round. I'm not going to lie to you.
On Yonder and the B side of the map, though, Mitch's skills is taken out free of charge.
Just buying time now. SK Rossi up very, very
they got
close.
Brimble. Oh, did they push house? Did they push long and get Brimble? Okay, I take it back. It was fine.
I think SK Rossi, one would be plenty here. They're going to send out
then if they got Brimble, they didn't need to do the double push.
But now they're going to start to run their way through. So he's kind of isolated a little bit in hookah here.
This is a doable retake.
It definitely is the time for
Doable retake, especially as this guy just clears all of this.
I'll emphasize, Mitch, how many 4v5 scenarios?
Do we get anything with the... No, Wingman planting again, so no ult. Yeah, and that is a Brim ult for Wingman. We got Spike on the top of the site, 10 seconds to plant.
Exactly right. They are still continuing to fight for this. If they can deny that, that could be a moment for SK Rossi, but they're going to let that spike get played.
Whoa.
SK Rossi gets another. This is the thing. These 4v5s...
Holy hell, the guy had to 1v2 it. Big round from him. That was huge, yeah. And you got to start looking at the money. These two can't really buy on this one. I don't even know how Revenant got that one so close, to be honest. They won Jewel over towards Elbow. They won Jewel on site somehow.
They get the spike planted, they get it down, and then they can defend that post plan.
Like, it should have been pretty much done.
Yeah, that's an interesting one for skills as well. When you've got no utility from your teammates,
dude,
it really
DSG
is just individial dry peak for nothing.
Play
no reward
these after, like,
so I, think,
I feel like, and you can say the same about, can definitely say the same about their Lotus. Their after plants do not feel comfortable. Like, even when they got like big advantage, it still becomes crazy close, or they just lose.
Once again.
Yeah. Going to have to be so patient. You know, Sultan is in a very much one and done position. Obviously, Vera holding it very, very close. The dimensional drift goes out. They're going to spot out Paradox quickly. But he does jump the shoulder around. Vera's going to be able to find that shot now.
There's Raze on site. Were you looking at the Raze? The Raze is, the Euro is just next to him, man. They're just all flashing.
This guy's a judge. This guy's a judge believer.
Yeah, dude, respect. Should be.
They didn't exactly have the best weapon to
There's a guy on Sin Prusad that was, I think it was a Neon, and he was sliding in with the judge.
Really?
Bucky as well, yeah, he was sent.
Yeah, I like watching some of these tier 2 teams, man. They're fun. I feel like they abuse some of the guns better than a lot of tier 1 teams. Maybe not the Odin, but like Outlaw, Judge stuff. Like they use it a lot.
Keep on doing that on
And they always
the
have
new
cracked
gun round
neons.
that'll be presented.
Yeah, the
'cause
neons are
I
good.
feel
Nice
like
to get dog
for our team over in Revenant, right? One of the things that was getting the better of both of these teams was stringing together a lot of rounds over on Lotus, building up a lot of the economy. So if you can actually answer back here with a couple of clean
It's
rifle rounds, get back into
it's
the
a good
defensive
timeout, but
side,
it's still
I
very
think
rough.
towards
Like they're
one
up
of their big
against
successes
again just
over
all to get
against,
sight, all to
Rapid
win the
Lo-Fi, right?
after
It was
plant.
the
So
string of rounds
the
that they
problem
were
is
getting
with
on the
this
attacker
timeout,
side,
it's
time
very
and time
obvious that
again.
they're probably
They
going to
were
do
showing
something
what's
aggro.
working on attack
And if
with
they
this
don't go
comp, what
aggro,
is
it's probably
weak
going to
for the comp
be
that Rapid
like
Lo-Fi
a
in that game was
TP
deploying as
crunch
well,
with the
right? So
Fischl
they have to
towards
be kind
Hookah.
of
So
careful now being on the defensive side
it's weird.
themselves,
If I'm
Revenant,
Revenant
what they're going
here,
to be susceptible
I'm just
against.
calling to like.
And I
I'll
think
probably
that's
just heavy
this
retake
timeout
one
right now.
site
You've
because you
got
can
to figure it
delay.
out. You've got
Because
the
you
guns.
imagine the DSG
You
is
know
just
that
going to hold a
they're
default
being a
for a
little
while.
bit weaker on these individual peaks coming out. You know the tendencies of disguise more often than not so far has actually been successful showers control.
The judge isn't that OP.
towards this
I mean,
side.
not in comparison of how it used to be, but it's
How
still
do you use this
insane in a
pause
lot of
time as a coach
situations.
now to talk? Looks like there's plenty to say. Trying to get back the heads because they do seem a little bit dejected here at this point in time, Revenant.
What have they
again,
been
you know,
fully
they're a team
struggling
that
with?
is
Because I haven't
very
seen
high
like
emotion.
half these rounds.
And
It's
we
just
saw
map
it
control.
towards the latter
Yeah,
parts of
I think
Lotus
they're
early on
just
that they,
in the
were
buy
really,
rounds. They
really
just
confident.
they
They were
just
really,
force
really
too much
cheering.
stuff. They haven't
Looking
fought
to
for
hope
long
this
once
pause
as
will
well.
allow them a little bit of a chance to get back into this one. Disguised have got some momentum behind them, but they're not too far
They got
ahead of the curve
Fischl in this timeout, and they're against a Razor. So they're probably going to go aggro, but I think it's way too obvious.
Comes back into it. Now we're seeing
Damn, DSG just go for a straight up rush.
With that thrash to be sent in on the attacker's
And
side.
they've chosen the right
For
site.
Rossi, he's got that key piece of ability. Sultan's
This
one
guy's
away.
dead.
These are the sort of swing rounds where if you can navigate
guy's
a
so
rifle
dead.
round without the ultimates or one or two, you really start to build up your own. I like that Skills has changed to just use a Prowler really early on and just dumping a lot of this utility.
Does he know? Oh, there you go. Okay, I was going to say, what a little bit of a change, but now...
Well,
they've just
I got at
completely
least
followed
half of
through.
it right with the
They're all going through
with
teleporter here, Komodo, and every
the
single one of
hookah
them was
crunch
being
with
absolutely ripped apart.
the
Raiders
ult,
walked
but
away with 3 there for free. The second they popped the ultimate Paradox, I mean...
I don't know why the
Vera
extra
got
guys went
caught
through
in
the
seas,
TP
and then
after.
he shot the ultimate to sight. Sultan gets 2. It was a 3v5.
I actually thought that the Revenant setup there was kind of gold as well. When Skills baits out a lot of that ability, he looks to get himself out of dodge. He looks to entrap them and seize them for a double flood in through the teleporter. And everything is just missed out by the Revenant boys. I kind of feel for them in that scenario. On paper, that looks like a pretty decent strategy.
And it was. On paper, 100% it was. But now DOS9 moving in. If he can clear out... At least there's a
Double
chance of one,
smoke.
because they are low. Juicy, fully HP.
Definitely smoke
he
off
is inside
hookah.
hookah right now. They have to
They've
play
gone
this
for the
crossfire.
spank.
Does have the Molotov available. 2 sky smokes if he needs them. But it's just, again, such a hard position. So many angles to clear. This Juicy is going to be the one to take point. He does
Yeah,
clear,
and he's got
and
to
that's
use
Juicy,
at
who
least
is
one
so,
smoke there
so
once he
sharp.
does elbow.
So he does rip the head off. You know, you're kind of wishing DOS9 into a position to
No,
win that one
DSG
out
are just
there
going
in
to
the
run away
clutch.
with this half,
He's been
man,
so
surely.
good in them.
They're in such a good position.
Revenant can't keep relying on that. They need to all activate again, just like they did towards the latter part of that opening map. But look at this, Komodo. It's just so hard to break it down because they all try to make their way through the teleporter, but they got stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, on paper, that strategy actually looked really good for them. But hey, it's not over just yet for their defensive side, right? They've got another gun round to come into it here. They've got a pit for Sultan. You're looking at what DSG are going to be able to throw into the mix to be able to sniff that one out. If they're sending in the wingman for a bit of reconnaissance.
Man, this
they're
poor
putting in the
Skills
mover.
guy.
Other than that,
You would hate to be this fade. Is this how they play the whole time? 4-1?
Right? So it could actually be...
I can't remember how
really
they played the
impactful
other
moment
day.
right now
Solo.
for
They
Revenant to get that
got run over the other
happening,
day, I think.
I mean, what do you do against
They got
that?
7 attack rounds, and then they got absolutely ran over in defense.
I mean, yeah, because if this is how they play the defense, I don't know how you would win any rounds.
I think this might have been the team that played with 0 map control the last time we watched, and I was going wild
Yeah.
because they weren't taking control of like.
Silence,
They weren't
though,
fighting
with
for
the
B
opening
at all.
frag for DSG, settle it down.
And when they did fight
This
for
is the
B,
time
it was
that you
like
wanna try and
really
let Revenant overcook
weird
things
TP
just a
crunch
little bit
plays.
with this deep pit up through A short as well.
Yeah,
You
that
do leave both
sounds
of
about
your
right from what we've
controller
seen.
players to the wrong location right now. And the rotations as well.
Yeah, what's the call? Okay, Thrash comes out. They are going to hear the audible now. They are knowing that it's not this position.
Do they save?
And they're just going to wait for the spike plant to go down before they do it.
Oh my god, they're saving.
Is this a save straight off the rip, Komodo?
I honestly wouldn't mind a save from Revenant to go
Yeah, I think it's okay because like the money is. I mean, I guess the money is starting to get out
I
of
think
control.
having your fade solo on B is not.
No, it's not the one.
Towards short A or showers, you have so much value as fade. Like the dogs are so strong.
Yeah, I don't get what he's
What
meant
can
to
you
do.
really do on B?
No, that's what I mean. I think
Or
what
a
he's
reveal
meant
that
to
gets
do.
broken. Maybe you can reclear a hookah, but what? You need to be in hookah to reclear it.
You can tether and hookah and nade through TP. That is literally the only thing you can do, or get info and fall back to site and get overwhelmed. I don't understand what he's meant to do on site.
Solo dolo, and
Not sure.
the second that Disguise get the opening pick,
And the 4 don't go aggro ever.
Towards the side. It's so hard for
Yeah,
them to
so
trade
he's
out.
just like, I don't know, it's pretty poor.
Well, that's 6 on the board for Disguise. So far navigating this attacking side with ease, it kind of feels like a little bit. A couple of elements where we've got, you know, as we've been saying on paper, really great ideas from Revenant. It showcases that they're a very well-versed team on Bind, but there's just a couple of these moments where they're losing a pick really early on, and to compare it against the previous map, they were winning the 4 versus 5s over on Lotus.
Why do they pick the map? I mean, they could have a really good
See what they're
attack.
doing on B,
They
like
run
this.
out, skills and
This duo is
paradox,
better,
who
but
did
they need
have
to
a
be
fair
a
bit
bit
of
more
impact,
aggro. Like you should
especially
put
sort of
smoke
the
down
second
B long
half
or
of the
something, or like
overtime.
at least in
Oh,
hookah,
Yeah.
like hold something.
Yet to
It looks
activate,
so
we
fun
can't
for
have
the
that slow.
attack.
We need to get them have a bit of
Okay,
a
this is a
reload
bit
right
better.
now.
He's smoking B long. This is
Some
better.
actual showers control this time from
This
Revenant.
guy just sends
sent it
it.
lamps
Oh
already.
my god.
For judge.
Here, but they all turn their head towards greener pastures.
Look how much money he has, and he buys a
Oh,
judge
he's
and a
dodged it.
prowl.
He's
and
dodged it.
misses.
He's dodged it.
I think he's somewhat aware of it here, skills, and he
now
will
he
get
is.
the shot away. Yeah, definitely. When you've got a judge
Damn,
marching
that is
at you.
not how I thought that was going to go
He does
down.
well. Great response there from skills.
I don't know how he's won that,
The
Joe.
benefit of
Honestly.
taking in the last round, right? You really
He-
do have a
respect
lot
that.
at your
He messed
disposal
up though with
for
the
this
judge
round
there.
for
Heavy.
Revenant. An opening kill for your player who so far had none. I was going to say it was gorgeous, but Paradox caught lacking a little bit here to equalize.
Really rough. But still a 4v4. Doable for both teams. Spike yet to go down. Still making their way out of the showers. DOS9 in position. 1-2 away from the orbital strike. But it's all under Grumble's positioning here. They've sent the fake out through. They've just got to be so careful up in these close quarters.
Yeah, this vertical wall to cut the side as well to
8
allow
seconds.
pathway in towards
No brim
you.
molly
It's
to
always
stop
gonna
the
be one of those
plant.
interesting ones, and you need to put
How
your
does this
utility
guy
in
always
towards
get
it, but
one?
So far, DOS9 able to establish a lead.
It's a
very
immediately
pro now, I
getting
think.
traded. Grumble can pit here.
Surely,
Yeah,
right?
the shorty inside the smoke
Yeah.
makes it work because that's DOS9
it's a
going
done
down
round.
just
It-
before
I mean,
he
it
finds
actually
the
gives him a
orbital
lot of
strike, and now
space.
Grumble can
Could work
pop that
great
ultimate.
if Wayne goes
Sultan's
down.
Good farm, though.
positioning, but it
Yeah.
looks like Wayne's already aware of it. Already
Wins.
ready for
Wins.
this
They're the
strike.
crouch,
Really
man.
cool.
These crouch
Oh,
peaks, bro.
Great positioning there from Sultan. Now they can get a little bit of a move.
That is the
towards
crouch
this
peak
side,
diff.
But they have to find something inside the pit. Snakebite will go in, but where's Grumble going to go with it? He's close to the side of Elbow. And now he's going to get back in, finds an additional frag, make that 2, make that 3 under the wingman, but he is taken down.
You can
by
chill,
Sultan.
man.
And now it
Yeah,
means
he
that
has
the
to
Viper's
he has
pit
to
will drop with
chill,
one bullet
get his
in the
HP
chamber.
back,
Styron can swing
wait for
and find
the
additional frag.
wait for the ult to go
It's
down.
DSG with 7 and Revenant just can't catch a
Oh.
break at the moment.
Sure,
They
Despers.
can't
I see.
when
Honestly,
you think that
Despers
these
probably
trades
waking
are
up
gonna
around
keep
now.
on favoring Revenant. Immediately they're brought back by DSG, who just have a really
lot of
good
Amos
read
Brazil's
on how
thinking.
this A site is maneuvering. And
We got-
being
we got
maneuvered,
a-
rather, by
we got the mods.
players
Desp
on
just gets
Revenant,
spammed
right?
every
You've
time.
got this wall,
Yeah.
cut it
Poor
out,
guy.
you're lurking Vera in. Yeah, the Prowler could have upset things and could have actually given you some good advantages, but when the plan
Well,
actually
the
goes
worst
down,
was,
there is the pit,
he's
you've
like a
got
big
your sort of
M80
protocols still
supporter,
being
and
established
then
by
the
Revenant
like
to get
5th
into
map, it was
It's
like a
just Grumble
7-1, and I had
behind
him
the
on.
pit,
I had
peeking
him in the
and
voice chat.
firing them when you're not expecting it. That's the
Just
tricky
no,
Oh, yeah, I
he's-
was watching it the other night. I was
Just
watching
know
it.
he's dying inside.
Here's a
Yeah.
different change up though. Sultan going to swing dry and he gets the opening pick as well. He gets the info from the
Sultan is
operator
having a lot of impact,
Juicy.
even though they're losing.
I feel like the
Spraying.
2 smokes
You
are
keep spraying.
having impact.
And sometimes you get
Yeah.
punished
They
for
seem
it,
to
right?
always be
Juicy
getting
a
one.
great response.
But
It
I
was
tell
such
you,
a good
this is
opening there from
an
Sultan too.
absolute shambolic
Yeah.
defense. I'm not gonna lie. Like everything
Yeah,
they're
it's
doing is
not
wrong.
Unfortunate
It's
for
really
Sultan in
bad.
that one, because now you go from the player advantage and, you know, pretty much nil space. from
I don't know how
DSG
you're ever meant to get
into an
more than
immediate
4
rotation
rounds of how
from
they
the
play this
Revenant guys
defense.
just leaving SK Rossi
Yeah,
on the
they're
top of the
way
line in towards
they're way too
Showers by
passive. I mean,
himself.
he's trying to be a bit more aggressive there,
Still
but
do have a lot of this
But on his
infiltrating
own.
ability as well for DSG to
Yeah,
still send
yeah.
in towards the site. You can fake out. You can paranoia still. Now you can actually dimensional drift as Juicy's just picked that up. 40 seconds to go, and DSG can posture for a pretty decent hit.
Manages to get out as well. using the back of that gate crash, repositioning back towards A. It's just going to be
SK Rossi with the op. Oh boy, he's in trouble.
Not exactly the
I
best
think
weapon
once
for
you
us.
hit that
Juicy's
ult,
going to pop that dimensional drift and go clear house.
I don't even know how
Straight
SK
to
Rossi's meant to react.
The only problem I'm seeing is DOS9 again with this orbital strike can buy so much time, and then you can start to put down the remainder of your 2 ultimates on the back of this one.
Great shot from SK
Keep
Rossi.
an eye on the guy in heaven. Ooh, that's a big miss.
As he moves through the dark cover.
That shot felt so close.
Yeah, top left.
Paradox gets the shot, shoots onto Grumble, finds him on towards the side, and that's going to make it a little bit awkward now for Wayne and Styron.
Is he going to cancel it?
But Styron actually gets out.
he was ready
out
just in case.
Very, very quickly here, so it's an awkward 2v2 now. Back
Wayne
in the
still
shower,
has
back to
Omen
so
Flash.
Wayne has used his utility to absolute perfection here. They're both going to have to clear
Dude,
up
Wayne's
and try
played
and
this
make as
round
much space
great.
of this as
This guy's
possible.
really
The
good.
Paranoia is available, is in hand. Are they going to find anything off the back of that Prowler? The answer is no. But now the information gathered. All he has to do, though, here is buy time. Wayne continuing to shoot forth to put the pressure on.
He plays these
And I think he has
situations
just won
great.
the entirety
Chat, where's
of the
Wayne
round
from?
here,
What
Komodo,
country?
for
Batman's
his
one,
team
bro.
in disguise. Wayne, what a king.
Individually, Wayne has just come up with some brilliance in that one, hasn't he? From the
Singapore?
getting kills to relocate
He's-
himself, realizing
Man's
that
a
there is
beast.
someone up
He
at
really
heaven
is.
in Paradox from the showstopper. Look, could have decided
I feel
to
like
not use
this
it,
Wayne
hold
guy
on to it and stick with it,
just
get
doesn't
a
make
crossfire from your
mistakes,
teammate
no.
in short, but just getting out
He gets
there
so
to
many,
play by
like,
the numbers, play by the
3 or
time,
4
when you get
kills, man.
paranoia
Yeah.
and
Like,
you don't
1 or
need
2
to be
kills
the
are
one
just
to go
important.
for the peak in that scenario.
Oh, what a
Your
play this
teammate
was
can,
as well.
and
I know.
so
I was impressed
cheeky
with,
from him just
Bruce
relocating
for,
nicely on his
honestly.
own and kid. Again, I kind of feel for Revenant, right? When they put
Look at that
themselves
kill,
in
man.
these
That's so
advantageous
clean.
positions, just individual heroics this time from Disguise getting the better of them. And I was about to say, I hope we get a timeout on the back of this one for them to just have a good discussion to try and convert this in towards the couple of remaining rounds that we have.
Certainly the time is now. It's going to be potentially even harder as they switch sides and go in towards the offense. But look, still not done, right? They've still got another map in tow if they need it. Disguised have kind of all pressure and eyes on them now, right? You can imagine.
Had a Revenant play map 1. Pretty good. They had a lot of 4v5s that were shouldn't be doable,
but the entire time it was just this game of back and forth where it felt like it was an eternal tug of war, right? And ultimately, in the end, Revenant, they just pulled harder. And it doesn't seem to be the way like this at all right now on Bind. It's been a very clear advantage for Disguised. And again, we know that Revenant have what it takes to turn it around, but what is going to be the practice they put in play to achieve that, Komodo?
Neon and Tier 2. People are
foremost,
just
you need the
unreal on
guns in your
Neon.
possession,
That's
unfortunately,
one
for
of the
Revenant,
issues at
which
the
this
moment.
round isn't too
Like
promising
some of
in that regard.
the Tier
You're
2
not
talents are
prioritizing on
so
getting
good
SK
on
Rossi. A
Neon.
lot of these
Like
stats
there's
is the cheapest ultimate,
that Dante guy was
maximize that
incredible.
ability. This will be cheeky.
There's been a couple of
Grumble,
players
Sky
that
Smoke
make Neon
push.
look pretty
Again, just being
broken.
held by Juicy.
Kang was one of them. Jorgamo
get the
movement
shot
wise
off.
one of them.
Great work from DOS9.
But then there's a lot of Tier 2
They don't
players
need
that
to
I would
pick up
put
anything off the back
in
of that either.
like
They
in
can
with
just
them
fall straight
also.
away and be happy with that one-man advantage.
Spikes as well, yeah,
They do have to
Dante
be careful,
Spikes.
though, when they fall back towards the site that they don't lose it like the Vera, because generally I was going to say that's not a
there's some
position that you're
huge kills
swinging for a
at
pre-fire
I don't know how he's
for, but
killed
the range
Stinger
of
on
Yeah,
the
right, people are
Paradox
so good
there.
to Stingers.
A 5 versus 3 on a lesser.
I think that's one thing
equipped gun
EME
round
are
for
like
Revenant
slacking
would
on
be
those
massive
Stingers.
to
Like,
try and bring this half
I
back.
can't watch EME. People
Spike
use
a long way
Stingers,
away
man.
as well. They have to pick
Yeah.
up. So Wayne, Grumble, they might be able to find this space, find this control. Paradox very low, but it's an easy sort of retake in for Revenant at this point.
A lot of
the
headshots
timing.
over.
I thought Paradox was going to find that an opportunity now for Disguise to at least establish the spike. But I'm just noting that Styron is still nowhere near the action because they don't know if anyone is still hanging around the showers. Little by little, one by one, Disguise start to fall. And now your attention for Revenant can actually start to shift onto the flank that's coming in from SK Rossi. The time that is above you really becoming an issue.
Vulnerable himself, yeah, wasn't great. I mean, they
Skills
didn't
now
expect
spotted.
it, I guess, but
Wayne has to throw the paranoia out and try and get his way in towards heaven. And he's going to be spotted out as well immediately by Rossi. So the mock comes out from Styron, but again, there's just no time. It's going to be skills to get
Dingers,
on the
man.
sidewind of the race car peak, and Revenant, they are back on the board.
How did their
They
attack
pulled
look?
one
If they
through,
get
and it's the
4, is it
second round
doable?
into 10th.
You said they got 7
Converting
rounds,
after
right?
a timeout as well.
Yeah,
Whatever
I
the
think
coaches
like
have
their
just
attack was
discussed
good. I
with
think
them
we
has
need
worked
at least
wonders,
4,
hasn't it?
3 and a
I think
pistol
the important
maybe,
issue
but
right
like
now is you're going to be able to muster up something more in a
the only
defensive
problem
side
is that I
to
think
give you the affordance of a really strong
okay,
attack
like when they
inside
played the other
guard,
day,
right? I'll note, 9
SPG were
rounds they
playing
able to
so
find
scared and
against
so
Rapid
passive, they were
Lo-Fi
like
on their
shell
attacking
shocked because it was
side,
his first
and then
game.
you shifted
Yeah.
on
But as soon as he
to
started pushing and
the
fighting,
7 that
Revenant
they
couldn't
were able
handle
to
it.
get
And I
for their
think like
real first
the way this
showing
DSG
against
comp is, they
Increase
have to be
too,
aggressive
so
on
They
defense
can
somewhat.
send it, yeah.
So they struggled with aggression.
You're
That's
telling
all
me
I'm
we're
worried
going
about.
Ascent.
I think it's Ascent, honestly. I think it is. But it's not overcontrol, so I suppose we'll see.
Side. Mitch, an immediate change
They
of
have no
pace
idea,
for Vera
sir.
is into the site now. The players are stuck in showers.
Just based on like the styles that I've seen them struggle with the other day, and the fact that they haven't changed anything on defense.
Yeah,
like,
it's the same stuff.
Also, a second there picking up onto Paradox. So a little bit of an awkward retake to come
Crystal
through.
free
They have
agent?
managed to make
Really?
their way out from defender side spawn, but there's a lot to
They
clear.
keep
do have
Raga and
the
they drop
utility
Crystal.
in tow,
Man, surely
and
an
it's gonna be
EMEA
opening
team
there for
picks up
SK
this
Rossi.
guy.
Can't get Wingman back just for the second.
EMEA is so weird with
Really busy over the
IGLs.
top, just
Everyone's
instead,
going
now the
everyone's going for the
thrash
player
engage.
route of changing a
Trying to bring
player
that
into
one
an
out, trying to clear
IGL.
out as much
So
as possible as it does go in towards elbow, and it actually does manage to catch two, but Skills can defend. Skills, has he held on for long enough? Oh, not quite. He tagged up Grumble just enough.
yeah, that
to
was. I mean,
slow
that
him
official
down,
was
but
big, man.
that was massive there in the end. I was going to say, I thought Skills had that, but in the end, it's the Skies picking up a 9th round here. And now, as we close in towards
You reckon
the
he
last
might have gotten
round of the
offer from
half,
somewhere
Revenant
else?
need to pick up the pace as
Who
we've
needs
been
IG
mentioning.
who needs
There's
IGLs
been
at the moment?
So many moments
What a
where
Koi
it's
doing?
just almost there, but the fact that the Thrash caught two, so rough.
Has to be EMEA, right? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be EMEA. It could be Pacific.
The running shoes on with this Raze as well. Just getting into the site completely unexpected as far as Revenant's concerned about. DOS9, who's stellar with these Sheriffs, but these rifle rounds, you know, a little bit here and there for him individually. A good start, though, in a new round for SK Rossi. Styron down. And you've also got the showers control on Revenant's side as well, actually, so they should actually
The only rounds have
really
looked
get a wriggle on, 'cause
kind of
that's
doable is when he gets the
furthest
op
away
out.
from where the action is if the TP's not hit by DSG.
And SK Rossi wants to get this repeat back. He's already had some pretty good
Oh
impact on the
boy.
operator
I mean,
so
honestly,
far. And if
he
gets
just
into
holds the
line,
angle and he
maybe
doesn't
there's
get
an opportunity
too
where he gets this. Look at them
greedy.
just all tailed up, not wanting to peek at all.
Thing is, a
There's
flash
no
right
real
now would be
opportunity
great
for them to sort
info.
of re-peek
Oh,
into this.
2
The
people
vision
shot.
will be destroyed, so there's the info there. And SK Rossi looking to get straight back onto that line, but on this Gecko, as we know, there's not really any way to kind of get out of this unless he chooses to pop the
Molly.
Thrash. But
It's extremely risky to be that far in front as well when you still do have your Thrash on the
Yeah,
operator
ask
line.
for
You
the wall
lose
to
your
go
life
down.
here in a 5
Dude, he's playing
versus
great,
3.
man.
That's the way that
These
DSG
are the only
get
way
back
that they
into
can
a
get
round
rounds,
such
it
as
feels
this.
like, when he
Just
has
hitting
an
the
op.
shots where required, very calm and collected.
Oh boy, he's
Revenant.
dead though.
oh, the Thrash!
Except
Wait.
for them.
Yeah.
Did GC just do an
We've already
absolute
brought it down to a great
madness?
position, so we'll give
Okay,
them
Nil
that.
said that 3 and a pistol
Oscar
might
Rossi
be
finally
enough,
opening 2
but
picks and
honestly,
starting to close.
I
They've
think
made
he's
much
just
better
saying
round
it, so
from
we have
Revenant.
belief.
Awesome stuff done.
Because this
It
was
is just so
DSG
interesting,
just looked
isn't it,
better
though,
on this
seeing
map.
SK Rossi lean onto the operator even on these lesser mobile agents and somehow still making it work in some pretty crucial opportunities. Great 2 shots. And then, yeah, really good pickup as well from Sultan to close out the round here. So 9-3. Curse scoreline,
9-3,
right?
gotta win a pistol, gotta have a very good
I mean,
attack.
one of the things that I was really excited about for Revenant's chances in this tournament was actually their first game against Impresa, right? When I was watching that game, I was thinking, all right, they've actually got something to deliver into this tournament. People doubted if they were going to be the team from SA, if it was going to be True Rippers coming through who had a really, really good year. No, it was SK Rossi and Co to bring it forward. We've seen
Navi?
DOS9
Nah,
brilliance
they
from
got
Sultan.
Angel.
We saw it in the first
Angel, they
map,
don't need
really delivering.
They don't need an
But
IGL.
you're turning in towards this one, and it feels it's just a little bit lacking, right? The curse that is when you have a map that you
YouTube is asking for a skin review. Is there another new skin bundle out?
Team in the tournament. I'll add a star to that 1/2 because
Asterisk
there too. And then you're absolutely dominating a team like Rapid Lo-Fi. You kind of know that your opponents, if you're going to be picking into this map, are going to find your
And Navi
weaknesses,
keep
are
an
going to
Angel.
find where
I
you're
mean, they only
really
released
vulnerable.
everyone
I
but
think we're being shown
Angel
that at
and
the moment
Shao.
by
So
Disguise.
Super interested. to
that doesn't
see
mean they
how Revenant
won't
shift
like
it up
still
on
keep
this
to get to. It
attacking
probably
side.
just means
There's
that
still smiles from SK
they're
Rossi,
looking
as you can
to
very much
see
see,
interest.
and they know that they've got this additional map, right? You know, they've got one more in the coffer that they can take it through. They can refocus and go back onto Ascent. It's
They
gonna be
need an
interesting to see if
IGL.
we do
Bro,
get that mirror
they
matchup
literally
on
have the
agents if we
IGL.
need it. But overall, still not done just yet. Pistol, second round bonus. I'll start believing.
Alrighty. Well, hopefully there's been a little bit of a discussion for them as well, and I think you're exactly right in the fact that we need to see, you know, the pistol and the secondary round. Maybe not necessarily the bonus if you can answer back immediately after it. You know, we've got some stylistic differences in how Juicy should be playing this Yoru and will be playing this Yoru on the defensive side.
He Demon one Lev. Yeah, I saw he was trialing with them. Could be a trial, could be a stand-in. Who knows? Probably a trial. I think it's mad that people are I love. There's a couple of players at the moment that do not care. They don't even play on Smurfs and they just play on their normal account. Like they're just in for it being leaked. Which it's fine if they want to do that. So fine.
On those opening shots, but already up close.
Gets them interest as well, I think, if people are looking into them. So not the worst move ever.
Obviously, we've still got one more waiting in the wings, and that's Vera. He does get found though, and now Wayne, as he does get the old Dizzy.
Great reaction from the Gecko to go help.
Does get traded, but Styron another
big 2v2.
Traded though again. Now Wingman can look to try and find this spike plant, and SK Rossi can take point going forward.
One flash to retake. They got the wall obviously as well, so they double play sight.
On over. Grumble, he's got the Sheriff. You got Juicy with a blind side in tow with the Ghost as well.
How do they reposition here? SK Rossi gets
they're still only seen the Yoru.
Doesn't want to be able to push back in though. They try to get back to Garden. Now
they have one Prowler, but they're probably going to use it after they peek first.
There's so many angles to clear here.
Okay, now they can. Oh man, we stuck around for a long time here. Yeah, we stuck around for a long time here. Okay, we're going to stand.
Up an absolute storm in this map, in this series in general. Lotus, he looked amazing. Still continuing forward on Bind. I need to see the frags now as we bring up the stats in just a sec, but that's 10 rounds for Disguised, and unfortunately, with that pistol gone, I don't know. I'm almost starting to feel.
Peek too much, yeah. It should have been tucked back in, wait for the tap. Prowler double swing again.
Was more favorable over to the side of Revenant because time's are ticking. You've got no utility on the side of DSG anymore to be able to throw into it. I mean, I'm seeing a Prowler for skills, but it's the dried jewels that they decide to swing with instead.
Aspas Fnatic.
Use a nuisance. Use it as another distractor in the mix, right? It becomes a third body at that point in time, whilst you get the info on the back of it.
But if they had enough money to get Aspas, would they not just keep Durka?
Some chaos in the camp of Revenant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wayne able to only get 1.5 though. Quickly traded though again by big man Grumble. He's picked up a stinger even, but it's traded.
He's just trading guns, man.
Getting it. So it's again a 2-on-2. DOS9 not exactly with the best weapon with that judge. They still have to get the spike down.
Oh, it's all going to come down to timing. If you try to get the TP, you get damaged.
Oh, and now it becomes weird.
Look, SK Rossi is by himself, naded out. They can. Sorry, it's DOS9.
Damn, bro, he's playing gun game.
Okay.
He's playing gun game.
While the plant goes down.
There's so many guns for him.
How quickly can he get out? If he can get in towards spawn here, could be absolutely massive. He has managed to split the wickets here. So Styron's just going to go for full straight through hookah. See if he can try and beat
Wingman.
Contest. Where's it planted? Very open. Wingman goes down, meaning he has to peek.
Well,
he's going to get the Dizzy out as
rest
well.
in peace, Wingman.
That might actually drop Wingman before it even gets to half. It absolutely will. So that's some great utility usage here for Revenant. They are making a mountain out of a molehill right now. Really, really sort of tough, but Styron can connect with that shot. He's
he didn't check.
Trying to clear it as best as possible, but Rossi has given the patience, has given the position. Styron has to hit the shot, but the time is ticking.
Yeah, he's just got it right.
It's going to be close, but I think he's just got enough time. Komodo.
Damn, very nice. He played really well.
0.55 the round in the back pocket. The Skies will secure it.
Another round that goes
that really secures this. That really does secure it.
Where you've got
shots, he hit some nice shots.
Of utility usage to come out from DOS9. I mean, the fact that he manages to maneuver out of this tricky location over at the A site where he is left in a position that if he loses that duel, the round probably does go over, right, to the opponents. But Styron,
those shots are ridiculous.
1v1 fights.
Yeah, he hit some absolute pingers.
Right, he could have been going for a massive flank. SK Rossi didn't hit the TP. He didn't reveal his position when that was coming forward. So, I mean...
Just Gecko in those situations, man.
It's just a rugby.
Dude,
I'll back you off again.
Changes the...
He's not facing backside with the judges. He's thinking, tell me no. he really wanted to swing.
No, he was tempted. Yeah, he was really tempted. Like, it actually went through his brain.
And that's why even if this map goes
he literally had to just... He was going to swing and then he thought, oh, shit, man.
Because that is going to be
he saved him.
out, but Styron will protect old mate
Oh my God.
Juicy. Grumble does manage to get another one as well, continuing his tear forward. The Thrash goes out again.
What is
But
going
look
on?
at that wrap in. That flank from Sultan,
Yeah, the
absolutely
late
huge.
the late lock run was awesome.
Surely Komodo should be around guaranteed by Revenant, and it is.
I mean, they can get some good guns.
Finding the frag from the position, but
I'm
it's
personally
Sultan
not
with one
believing,
of his
but
killer flanks again to secure the
if
round.
they get like 3 more in a row,
Looking
maybe.
in the midst of that as well, when the Thrash actually went off against Juicy, were they going for the knife in that situation, trying to get close? That would have been unfortunate for DOS9. 4 bullets in the chamber. Okay, must have just run out to pull out the sidearm to get out of dodge in the open. Understandable if that is the case, but at the end of it, it's as you mentioned for Sultan and DOS9 again, man.
DSG
These are the
did,
two players that
NA
have
buy.
really been leading by example for Revenant in a lot of these rounds, be it by
But yeah, they didn't
deficit win
bonus this.
or by loss
Dude, at
as well,
11-4, they
to try
didn't
and carry them
bonus.
forward. And now that was the bonus round coming in forward for this one into a new round.
Why would you?
Pretty ill-equipped.
Why would
So
you
this
force,
is
man?
the time for Revenant to get back into the map pick of their choosing.
What's going on?
Wayne, though, and
How many kills have been shotguns? in the
I
last couple
don't
rounds?
know, man.
Gets
It's
to this point in
absolute
time,
mayhem.
Wayne now gets the
Maybe.
paranoia
Is this
out,
part of the
dodges
map?
Molotov.
The only people that enter it have a
And now
shotgun.
Grumble getting
Yeah.
another. I feel like I'm just repeating this.
Oh,
because
God.
Juicy does manage to drop one with the mosh, but Juicy picks up another. That bandit
What are we
makes it
watching?
So easy. And Grumble is- That's a bit of an animal, to be
Just
honest.
satchel in the
12
gecko
rounds
on
down
it.
for the Skies.
That's something I would
They've
do
been
in
bringing it
ranked,
forward for
man.
Revenant, but it's just not quite working out for the Indian side at this point in time. South Asia's pride,
Oh, man.
but you know you've always got to consider
Okay,
what's in the back.
8
end.
chances.
How many
Still-
strong
they
teams
win the
come out of the
rest,
Malaysia
still
Singapore
the
region
It's
Komodo.
so stupid.
Some
Dude,
of
how's
the
that guy
tippy
winning
top
that duel
of
of a
the world
classic?
stage.
Did I miss something here?
I don't know.
I mean, we saw exactly in the previous series between Riddle Order and Naus, right? The first map being OT extravaganza that we got here as well. The middle map that was Lotus back then was a 13-3 to Riddle Order. This one, look, if it does end here at a 13-4,
Got tagged down with the Guardian
final
earlier.
map was
Oh,
an
okay.
absolute nail biter.
Not
So
as
if
bad.
we're all on the same
Yeah, Ray's had an
pathway, if we're
assist,
on
right?
the same script, Ascent, the same map, might still deliver us something really, really
See, this
close.
would have been nice from Revenant though on defense, like something like this where you just push down aggro.
DOS9
We didn't get anything
going
like that in
tit for
12
tat,
rounds.
1 for 1. But they've got to overwhelm again. Grumble. SK Rossi's up close. The rest of the team don't really seem to be super keen to make it around because they're still letting Paradox
Take out
kind
the
of sniff out Hooper
smoker.
at this point in time. But he's
Like,
not
look at
finding
this
anything.
trade. We got the
It's
duelist
gonna come down to a moment
on
here for
defense for the
Revenant to get a
attack
player
smoker.
advantage.
Like, that
If
trade is
finding
always
either
worth.
Wayne in
Now they just have to
Hooper,
contact up.
U-roll again. You know, he's been such a menace there. Or if you are trying to find Grumble playing back behind the triple,
Oh,
that is
boy.
your avenue to get into water. But hello, Sunshine Juicy on
Dude,
the
he's just
ultimate.
stalking him.
He's
He's gonna
together a
chase
lot
him.
of this information.
That's funny as.
Not gonna lie, I don't know if it's
Let's
just
go
because I'm old, but like the last 4 or 5
for a
rounds, I
little
have
bit.
no idea what's going on. I'm just
Ah.
a spectator here. I
Yeah,
can't even
yeah.
follow it.
B-side, trying
It's
to
been,
lock it down. This is exactly where Revenant are going to try
I've
to
seen a
look
Euro
to be
clear
the
all of
final
A,
round
but
this
then
map.
they're going B.
I mean, if you want to break in towards this B side of Revenant, you're
I
first
feel
in the
like
corner with your boom
after
bot.
watching
You're
this, I
flashing
have
over
no
from
like
SK
just this one because I didn't
Rossi.
watch
You're
the
sending
previous
Paradox
bind.
and Yuta with a
I have
Haunting.
no idea
You're
why they
actually
picked
standing
bind.
there layering in your utility to flood the
Yeah,
site together.
yeah,
Great shot by
I'm not
Bolton
sure.
started off.
Oh,
Absolutely, Sultan
no.
finding a real pearl of their Paradox narrowly
Oh,
missing,
blind,
but
sorry,
does
man.
manage to take down Juicy in the end. So it doesn't look like it's over just yet. 2 versus 4, and the
Oh,
pit's going
boy.
to be popped by Sultan as well. But great shot from Grumble.
Don't
Taking down
don't
SK
use
Rossi,
your
he's gonna
don't
be
use your
so
Viper
low
back, man. It's
in
okay.
this pit now.
You don't have to do
Sultan
anything
can just
crazy.
Continue to kind of control the pace of the round. Wayne also looking to join, but it's all left on to just one singular man in Grumble, and it's going to be Viper Diff in this round specifically as Sultan finds
Okay.
it back. Revenant secure 5.
7 chances.
Yeah, well done this time for them to be able to break in. Once they get control of the site, and they've actually got, you know, a couple of these key locations already sniffed out. They know that there's no flank starting to come down anymore. They get in. They, yeah, with a little bit of awkwardness, manage to find those first 2 opening kills for sure. But then they deep push with the pit, right? You really want to be forcing Disguise to go through the pit before they can have a chance to take.
You heard
the win
about
of
the
battle.
DSG
so
Ascent?
I really do like
No.
that from Revenant, but you look
No.
towards the flip side.
Apparently
and you're still
it's
seeing, you know, a
ISO
pit
jet,
online for
I think
Grumble,
my chat was
a
saying.
relocation on the From the Shadows from
different
Wayne.
list.
And that
I
pit is
think
gonna
that-
be used
I think
immediately
that's
down
ISO's best
from
map.
Disguised.
Sun.
Prowler already in showers as well, so
Yeah.
you don't actually have that
Yeah.
to be used to start to gather some information for a pit.
I can see that.
Playing this up so close. It's always a very spooky one because Grumble should get that clear, should get that info straight away, and that's one of the impact numbers gone down already in Sultan. Now it's going to be the ultimate, the showstopper going out. Do they spot Grumble? Yes, they do. So Grumble might get 2 there, but at least the pit is dropped.
This guy's owned this. He's owned it.
They are none the wiser of what Wayne is doing.
Has he? Go on, Bruce. Love that. He has owned it.
There goes the spike as well.
He's kept it for the last round as well.
To crumble for Revenant. It's all down to DOS9 in a 1 versus 4.
Clutch time, DOS9. You've shown how good you can be, but
Bruce is reliable.
It's going to be your head clean off your shoulders this time. Wayne,
Bruce is
making it work. And disguised,
Oh,
as I
he's
said, after a very
just known as
scrappy
Bruce
low,
now.
that's a very real uncomfortable